Have you ever met someone who seems to know exactly what you need, even before you do? The Uber driver, who knew exactly where I was going, without asking. It started as an ordinary evening. I had just finished a long day at work, one of those days where every muscle aches and every thought feels heavy. I booked an Uber, hoping for a quiet ride home to unwind and gather my thoughts. The driver pulled up within minutes. He was calm, polite, and had this quiet, gentle energy that immediately made me feel a little lighter. I slid into the back seat, expecting the usual small talk, or more accurately, the usual silence, and muttered my address. But then, he didn't ask me anything. Not my destination, not how my day went, not even a simple, "How are you?" He just started driving, and somehow he chose the route I would have taken myself. Not the fastest route, but the one I preferred, the one that passed by that little park I loved, where the evening sunlight hit just right, even on the cloudiest days. I looked at him through the rearview mirror, curious, and asked, "How do you know this way?" He smiled, a soft, knowing smile. "I just know," he said. At first I laughed it off, thinking he was joking, but the more we drove, the more I realized it wasn't luck. Every turn, every shortcut, every subtle detail of the journey, he seemed to anticipate it all. It was as if he could read my mind, as if he knew what I needed without me saying a word. By the time we reached a quiet little street, just a block from my apartment, I felt a strange mix of awe and gratitude. He pulled over and said gently, "Here we are." I was stunned. "But I didn't even tell you my building," I whispered. He shrugged softly. "I could tell you needed a little peace tonight," he said. I didn't know why, but I believed him. Somehow it felt like more than a ride. It felt like someone truly seeing me, even for a few minutes, and understanding the weight I'd been carrying all day. I reached for my wallet, ready to pay, but he waved it off. "Just take care of yourself tonight," he said. I stepped out of the car and watched him drive away, disappearing into the city lights. And in that quiet moment, I realized something. Not all connections in life are obvious. Sometimes people appear in your path not to be permanent, but to remind you that someone, somewhere, understands. That night, a complete stranger reminded me that understanding doesn't always come from those closest to us. Sometimes it comes from a fleeting moment with someone who simply notices, who simply sees, and that's enough to make you feel whole again. And as I walked to my apartment, I felt lighter than I had in days. That ride wasn't just about getting home. It was about being seen, truly seen, and being reminded that even strangers can have a profound impact on our lives.